Hello, welcome to this video. In today's video, well, first off, I'm Rachel from Moon Mystic Cottage. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're going to learn something new from this video today. We are going to be going over single crochet increase or just increase, invisible decrease, and regular normal decrease as well. Front loop only single crochet and back loop only single crochet. So let's go ahead and get started right away. Let's not waste any time. So for today's video, I have a 6mm hook. This is Clover brand, if it matters to you. And then I just have the Peaches and Cream brand cotton yarn, which is a number 4 yarn. So the first thing we're going to do is create a slip knot and a chain. We'll go ahead and chain about 20 for the purpose of today's video. So let's start with our slip knot, and there will be a link in the description for another video that takes more time showing you how to do a slip knot. So I'm going to make my slip knot first. All right, there we go. Got my slip knot. Move my working yarn over here, and I'm going to go ahead and chain 20. I'm going to try and keep it kind of loose for the purpose of this video so that it's hopefully easier to see. Okay, so I'm going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I tell you what, we're just going to chain 15 instead of 20, okay? 13, 14, 15. All right, so we have our chain of 15, okay? Now, what we're going to start with is single crochet. And I'm going to do my best here to try and show you how to do that. I'm a little bit limited in my space, my lighting, and the way my camera is set up, but I'm going to try and do my best for you. Okay, so we're going to turn and we're going to go back this way, single crochet. And we're going to want to go into kind of like the top of each loop of this first stitches here. There are different ways of doing this. If you want a more smooth, nice looking edge, people will sometimes go into like what is the back hump or back bump of that first chain, but for the purpose of this, I am just going to worry about going into this, like the back V, as they will say, because these chain kind of creates a V shape for each one, okay? So in my left hand, I am going to be holding my yarn in the way that I like to hold it. And I'm going to be going this way, single crocheting into each one. I'm going to skip the first one for the purpose of this, and we're going to go into this next one here. So I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull it through. Now there are 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, okay? It's gonna look a little funny like that, but don't worry, let's keep going. We're gonna go into this next stitch here, or next chain, I should say. Sorry, actually it's this one right here. So I'm gonna insert my hook, yarn over and pull through. Now there's 2 loops on my hook. I'm gonna yarn over and pull through those 2 loops, okay? And we're going to do this all the way down the chain, okay? Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops, insert the hook, yarn over and pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull through, okay? Insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops. And I'm going to keep going. You can watch as I finish these off. Just a few more here. Okay, I've got 3 more to go. You are welcome to slow things down so that you can watch more slowly and carefully. All right, I've reached the end of my chain. And so I have my first row of single crochet done. Okay, now I should have left that chain just a little bit looser, but we're not going to worry about that too much for this video. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to turn and come back the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn my work, okay? Now if you can tell, right here is my first stitch. And of course this depends on your pattern too, but for the purpose of today, we're just showing how to crochet some of the basic stitches. I'm going to go ahead and single crochet into this one and the next one. Now I'm going to show you what to do for an increase or a single crochet increase with this next stitch. And I want to point out that when you're putting your hook into each stitch, it is going underneath that V shape or that stitch. Hopefully you can see that. It is going underneath or into. Kind of depends on which way you're looking at it here. Whoops. Okay, so a single crochet increase or just an increase is when you put 2 single crochet stitches into that same stitch from that previous row. So I'm going to go in 1 and twice. I now have 2 single crochet stitches into that 1 stitch. Okay, for the next 2, I am just going to do a single crochet just to spread these increases out a little bit. Now with this next stitch, I am going to do an increase. So I'm going to put in 1 single crochet and now a second single crochet. Okay, so that is what an increase is. It's just 2 single crochet stitches into 1 stitch. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to do an invisible decrease and a decrease. I think we'll start with the normal decrease first. Okay, so if you're reading a pattern and it says D as in dog, D-E-C, that means decrease. In order to do a decrease, so you're bringing what is 2 stitches now down to 1 for that next round. You're going to insert your hook into the next stitch. You're going to yarn over and pull through. You're going to insert your hook into the next stitch. You're going to yarn over and pull through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those. So now what was 2 stitches is now just 1 stitch. Okay, let me do that again for you. You're going to insert into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I now have 2 loops on my hook. Insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over and pull through. I now have 3 loops on my hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, oops. So I now just have 1 stitch instead of 2. I'll do it one more time here. I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through. Okay, Now I'm going to go ahead and single crochet in this last stitch here from this row, and I'm going to move into the next row for the next part here. All right. So for invisible decrease, as I straighten myself out here, I'm going to go ahead and just single crochet a couple just to kind of move along the chain here, and then I'll show you how to do an invisible decrease. Okay, so if your pattern says invisible decrease, what this means is you are going to insert your hook. Sorry about the pause there. You're going to insert your hook into just this front loop of the next stitch, and then straight into the front loop of that next stitch. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm going to insert my hook just into the front loop of the next stitch. Then that next stitch over, or second stitch, I'm going to insert my hook into, this can be a little tricky, into the front loop only. Let me get the yarn straightened out here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so it's going to look kind of messy, kind of wacky. Okay. Then we're going to, with our working yarn, we're going to yarn over, turn our hook, and we're going to pull through all 3 of those loops on our hook, leaving us with just 1 stitch. Invisible decreases are really nice for things like amigurumi because it ends up looking a little bit better, especially when you have multiple rows of decreases. You can usually pretty easily see the decreases when it's just a normal decrease within a pattern. So invisible decreases kind of help to hide that. Let's go ahead and do it again. Okay, an invisible decrease. So in my next 2 stitches here, I'm going to insert my hook into only the front loop. Okay, that loop that is facing me. So insert it into that first one. Okay, and then we're going to reach around under that next one and hopefully just get the front loop. It's a little bit difficult with cotton yarn, but okay, there I go. So I got it in that front loop. There's 3 loops on my hook, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to pull it through all 3 of those loops. And I have now finished that invisible decrease. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and single crochet down to the end here and go back into the next row so that I can show you front loop only and back loop only, which we've kind of already started going over that. All right, I'm going to chain 1 and turn. Okay, so front loop only. Just like we were talking about with invisible decrease, with front loop only, I am going to single crochet into just what is that front loop towards me, closest one to me, for each stitch as we go along. So I'm just going to insert my hook into what is, I'm going to skip that first stitch for this. So I'm going to go into this one that's right here. I'm going to insert my hook just into the front loop, and I'm going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Next stitch here, I'm going to go into only the front loop. I'm going to go in with my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Next stitch, I'm going to go into just the front loop. Okay, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through. Okay, do it again, just into the front loop, if I can get it. There we go. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, so anytime a pattern shows FLO, which stands for front loop only, that is how you would go into a front loop only. All right, I'm going to single crochet my way down to the end, and I'm going to go into the next row to show you back loop only. Almost there. So for back loop only, okay, I turned my work, and this is going to be the same if you're working in the round in a circle. So your pattern started with a magic ring, and it's actually probably easier to see the front and back loop when you're working in the round. So what I'm going to be doing for back loop only is I'm going to be going into, let me grab another hook here. I'm going to be single crocheting into only the back loop of each of these stitches. So not this front loop, but rather the back loop. Okay, and I'm going to skip that first stitch, but I'll go into the second one. So with this one here, I'm going to single crochet just into that back loop, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. That's one stitch done. Okay, the next one. Again, I'm going into just the back loop only. So it's kind of like I'm going into that center of the V, the center of that previous round single crochet. Back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Okay, back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Back loop only, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Back loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Last one here. There we go. And so that row, we single crocheted into only the back loop of the previous row's stitches. So that's it for this video. I hope that you were able to see what I was doing there. Definitely slow the video down if you need to. But yes, I do hope that was helpful, and I'm going to undo this and just roll my yarn back up and put it away for next time. Be sure to check the description for links and another video where I show you the slip knot and magic ring and chain, and I hope to catch you in another one. I'll see you later. Bye!